Good morning, 1,000,001 subscriber. I'm here to talk about baking soda. This one right here, this is what I learned in NYT YouTube University study. So this one right here is a mineral. It's like a sand mixed with salt, like a lot of things, and it smells good. But the thing is, there's a baking soda right here. Every morning I put 1 to 3 teaspoons of baking soda, and for some reason, every time they go outside their paddocks, because they will go around once they go outside and to eat those things. Right now there's not much grass, just only tumbleweed. Foxtail is already gone, they finish it. And then look at my neighbor's grass right there. I compare mine. I never brush cutter this area. And so every 3 to 4 days I let them out, like about an hour. And also when I cut those trees, I leave it here. As you can see, last week there's a bunch of leaves right here. Now there's only have left. So every 2 to 3 days I let them out for like an hour just to get exercise. As you can see, a pile of wood right there, it's like almost got wrecked, so I have to fix that up. So anyway, that baking soda, it's kind of, I think what they explain is they can do like a self-medicated if they have they feel like they're bloated their stomach. It's they just gonna leak that baking soda, and every morning they'll finish it. So yep, I think they need it. So I just buy that one. It's like 99 cents. Put that baking soda, and I'm gonna try that to my goats in the Philippines if it's doable there. Baking soda, because there are a bunch of them already, and then room per room, so I'm gonna check that out. But anyway, the other mineral, the one I put, is this one. There's a Mana Pro Goat Mineral. So it's like they're like they look like what you call it, sand. And then they don't really like it. They like this one better, this leek. And then I have Himalayan salt right there. And then this is La Quinta. See? Look at La Quinta. She used to be really wild before. Now she's like coming to me with a bribe. I always put corn in my hands to let her come. But yeah, she's a tugging bird breed, and she's kind of wild. She's a pasture race. The one I bought, where I bought this, his style is he has a pasture for the small goats, and I think he selected which that he can milk, and that one goes to another room. And then those he pre-selected for meat or whatever they sell, he pasture it. So he's one of them. And they're like about 47 in that pasture. And I choose this one. Mostly of his Tiger bird is polled. Polled means they don't have a horn when they're born. There's no horn. This one, as you can see, it has no horn, but what they did, my breeder, in 10-15 days, they dehorn her. So it's not painful for the goat, but the thing is, I found out right now, the horn, that saves like a radiator for them. The blood goes up here and it cools down and it goes back down. So that's a purpose of that horn, especially if you're in the heat country, humid country. It's not advisable to dehorn your goats. A lot of people saying that to put together your goats, they have horns and they're gonna get hurt. Well, I think it's their nature. It's they will bang each other. That's the nature of the goats. Yeah, I guess it's to prevent injured for the other goats. But again, it's their nature, so I like to keep their horn. I think that's me. In the Philippines, some of my goats, we dehorn them. But now my new breeding, the new kids right now in my farm, I will tell them not to dehorn it. Plus, also they're a boar goats type of goat. So the boar goat is distinct in their horn. Well, anyway, I just finished feeding their food. See, this is normally I feed. This is alfalfa pellets, and then I got mixed grains. So the alfalfa pellets, just leave it there. And their food, they got those alfalfa and a hay. And then I put some heavy, not too heavy, but like rocks right there. So when they eat it, when they pull it, it pulls just one by one. So the same thing with my rocks right here. It's I mixed it. As you can see, this type of hay, and then I mix it with my alfalfa, and then but guys, I learned the hard way. When you mixing this hay, wear gloves, because man, I put my finger all the way there, went through, it hurts. So it's better to have gloves while you're mixing it, because you know this thing is sharp. They're like needles, and it will poke you, and you're gonna get pricked. That, yeah, just wear gloves. I always prepare my gloves right here while I'm mixing those hays. That's every morning. I feed them in the morning. It takes me only like maybe 5 minutes. I rake all this. We got thing, rake it, bring it down here, rake it there, bring it down here. And this is their manure. Let it dry, and then I collected, I do a composting right there, and then right after the compost, I put some on my garden, my wife's garden actually, and then I'm trying to grow a corn, but try to grow the corn, rabbits always bit me and the squirrel. So that's only those 1, 2, 3 survive, but I got a bunch of those put on the side, but the rabbits bit into me. So anyway, so this one I show you is one of the feeder right here. I just stuff it in. So that's what I do every morning. That's what they eat. The thing is, if you notice while they're eating, they just like stick, like bite one by one, like they don't really just like take the whole thing. So, in my style of the one I make the cradle, as you can see here, there's a bunch of hay, but that's because every morning the old hay, the ones all the way in the bottom, I took it out because I know already that's 2-3 days. Took it out and then I just make them into bed. But what I did is the pallets, and then I have a screen inside. The size of the screen is about like this. Actually, this part of it is this is, I think this is 2 by 3, and then I just stick it in, stapled it, and then the gap on that is a pallet. So I cut the pallets in half, and then I screw in the bottom, and then screw in the other side, screw in the top. So it's not really wasteful compared to that. That one, when they pull, it pulls the whole thing. Also the same thing as this. But this type of feeder is not really a wasteful. Also, I put 1/2 thing here. This is plywood, and so when they eat, this is the one they like. They like this. So yeah, this type of hay they don't really eat. I think it's hard for them. This is from the alfalfa. It's quite hard. They don't really care in those. That's why sometimes I just empty this cradle right here, and then but the tift hay, they don't really eat it either, but it's like, again, the tift hay, this is like their bread, their rice, and the alfalfa is their thing. So yep, and that's it, folks. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.